everybody. Hi. Well, I thought I might start the night out with a joke. Here we go. It is a good one. Okay. Well, you can all answer it once. It is an answering joke. Okay. What kind of tree can you hold in your hand? I hate you all. 4-year-old taught me that one. All right, well, welcome to Friday Night Stand-Up, round 2. I am so happy, that's louder. I'm so happy you guys could all come, and I wish I could see you all, but lights are on me and I can't see anything. So, I guess we should just get right into it. I will be your EMC. You can call me EMC Hammer. Yeah, that's good, I know. And, well, our first comic will be, all right, let's look here. Karl Wertheimer. All right. Just a second. Tom Riddle, born to a Muggle family, brought up as the heir of Slytherin, born again as Lord Voldemort. Please welcome Karl Wertheimer.
That was an impression of you guys, so he said you catch it. Hey, we got a comedian here, guys. I shouldn't have shown up. Alright, so I know you guys are all looking at me right now. You're thinking, there's a lot going on up here, And, I'll just break down my wardrobe for you, start off. Alright, so starting off with the shoes, got a couple, we got a pair of fresh J's here. Air Jordans, actually. Up next to the denim, we got Notorious B.I.G. brand jeans, repping my boy up in the sky. And breaking it down to the torso here. This is a pretty cool shirt, I'm not gonna lie. Got it at Goodwill, actually, $1.50. They offered for me to wear it, of course, after I asked, so. And then up next, the haircut, all right? This is pretty fresh, got it yesterday. I only go to the hardest barbershop in the whole upper Minnesota, Twin Cities area, the hardest. Fantastic Sam's. As you can tell by the haircut, it's not too hard to get a job there, so. So, who here uses the internet? Yeah, a couple of you. I use the internet, yeah. All right. But when I use the internet, I'll only use one web browser. One web browser only, and that is Google Chrome. Now, Google Chrome, I use Google Chrome for one reason, and it has a feature called Incognito. Now, if you're not familiar with Google Chrome Incognito, basically all it is it doesn't record any of your history. Now, hey, I know you're thinking, every teenage boy's dream, but I'll have to steer you in the other direction, because I use Google Chrome Incognito for what it's meant, all right? Buying online gifts, okay? That is what it's meant for, I buy things from my mom on the internet all the time, and I hate it when it shows up in Google Lavender Purse. Okay? I hate it when that happens. Far too many times has that happened. I guess I'm not getting that little woman. Sorry about that. I like to enjoy my water, okay? It's kind of skips. So, I shouldn't even ask this question, but who here watches infomercials? And the answer is all of you, because everyone can't sleep at night sometimes, and they just watch an infomercial, flipping through, and everybody's got a favorite, of course. Mine right now happens to be a tie between P90X and insanity. You know, a guy can dream, can he? And, but, you know, in 3rd grade, I had a definite favorite, which was Girls Gone Wild. You know, 3rd grade, you know, you go over to a friend's house, you're just hanging out, having a good time, and 1 o'clock goes by, and your friend starts flipping to Girls Gone Wild, and you're like, whoa, you know, all right, this is my first time doing this, but I guess how you go for it. I mean, but, you know, the first time I was just kind of nervous about it. It's like, oh, guys, you know, I don't usually do this kind of thing. I mean, what if your mom walks down, man, and she's going to tell my mom, and it's just going to be a bad deal, man. He's just like, what are you trying to say? I'm like, well, you know, you should probably just, like, switch the channel for me. Can you just switch the channel? He's like, all right, if you're really that uncomfortable. And he's just, dude, the remote's stuck. What do you want me to do, dude? I mean, the remote's stuck. I'm like, let me see that. Dude, the remote is not stuck. What are you talking about? And then he goes back and he's like, dude, the remote is stuck. It is stuck. We're not changing channels. Okay, it happens all the time. Dude, I was watching TV for like an hour. It is not stuck. But, you know, regardless, whether I liked it, he liked it, or the other guy liked it, we all enjoyed it thoroughly. Maybe one friend a little bit more than the other, being that the next day at the library, he thought it'd be a good idea while I checked my RuneScape account that he checks out the domain for Girls Gone Wild. And basically right off,
see you saw our infomercial, because he's stuttering, right, you know. See you saw our infomercial, now check out our website. A little bit more exposure, but still have to buy the DVDs.
And so he's basically looking at that, and then he goes on there, and a lady walks by, sees his computer screen, stares at him, he turns around and he's like, dude, closes out, starts running out. She's like, do you know what his name was? And I'm sitting there, no ma'am, I was checking my RuneScape account, okay? This loser was checking out Girls Gone Wild at the public library. So, you know, it's Girl Scout cookie season. Who doesn't like Girl Scout cookies? And Girl Scout cookies, I mean, they're basically the reason I'm fat. You know, I just love Girl Scout cookies, you know, but it's not my fault, it's their fault, all right? I also kidnapped a person, but they walked into my van, so I don't know what you want me to do about that. But you know, I really love Girl Scout cookies. You know, I love them so much. I'd marry Girl Scout cookies, okay? I'd buy them a nice house, wouldn't hit them, you know. I'd be very good to them. And, you know, I'd have kids with small cookies. Can you imagine that? Fat tan kid from the neck down, small cookie for a face? You know, pretty messed up. You know, I had trouble dating girls. Imagine this kid, you know? I'd probably make fun of him even. His dad. This is all theoretical, okay? This didn't happen. But, you know, I'm sure, though, my favorite part of being a father to a half-human, half-small cookie would be the bedtime kisses. You know, that'd be delicious. And, you know, just imagine my wife. I mean, she'd be great at making cookies. You know, it's in her blood. They even have blood? I don't know, all right? Probably not. So, yeah, I cracked myself up. This is hard. You know, I really enjoy the Las Vegas commercials. So what about you guys? You know what happens here stays here? I saw a new one recently. It was, trying to think here, it was the one where the little kid is eating cereal and the dad says, and that's how babies are made. But see, the little flaw in it is that he's using a shark and a bunny rabbit. Now, if my dad would have done that, I probably would have taken it a little too literally by the time I get a girl to come home with me in college. You know? She'd be sitting there, she'd be like, what are you doing? And I'd just be, I'm trying to turn into a shark. I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to do? I mean, that's what my dad told me when I was 5 years old. And it'll set in, don't worry, you know. Seems to be a reoccurring phase. I should practice more. That's not funny. That's just a statement. And you know, first of all, buddy, I mean, your kid is 5 years old. She shouldn't be learning about this stuff anyways. You know, about the bunny rabbit and babies being made. But, you know, and then, secondly, after he's done explaining that, the dad goes on and he's just going on to eat breakfast. And then the little kid asks, well, then why do adults go to Vegas? And he's just like, well, honey, I don't know. And then the little girl is, well, no. All right, see, I would have stepped in and I would have said, well, why don't you tell her there, Greg? Why do adults go to Vegas? Commit adultery, use cocaine, and gamble away your little daughter's college fund? Well, no, you wouldn't tell her that. You tell her, you know, we go because it's Walt Disney World for grown-ups, okay? I mean, that's what my parents told me. Thank you guys, you've been great.
Didn't realize Karl was so short. All right. Okay, so while you guys were all out here laughing at that, I got a new one. I got a good joke. Okay, ready? All right. Why do chickens sit on their eggs? It's because they don't have chairs. Yeah. That's also a 4-year-old joke. But a good one. Let's use that one. I'm glad our microphones are working out better tonight. Not like the ones at sporting events. What? Yeah. Go team. Always fun. Anyhow, the next one is going to be Lawrence Pruitt, who, by the way, is not a one-trick pony. And besides karate, he decided he was going to try his hand at comedy. So, please welcome Lawrence Pruitt.